Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. I hope today has been treating you well. I hope you are managing. If you're in the UK, I hope you're managing. Okay, this heat is not great. Again, I've got my fan off to the side. I haven't actually watched that last video that I filmed, so if you can hear that, I apologise. She's staying. It is so hot. I am not coping. I am not coping. In today's video, however, we're dipping into the sea. We are getting into the ODEN'S Sea Talk palette. Honestly, completely forgot that I'd said like a month ago that I was going to review this. So we're finally getting into it today. I am so excited. So this is what the outer packaging looks like. We're going pastel, we're going blue, we're going pink from the packaging. Honestly, it's so long since I unboxed that mystery whatever it was that I have forgotten what this looks like. So this is like a second first impression. Ooh, yes, I remember that bright like yellow. Okay, so what are we gonna do today? I've accidentally matched my outfit to this palette. Like we've got the blue and the pink. I've got blue with like strawberries on with my dress. So I'm going to get into swatches and then I'm going to zoom you in. We can create some sort of an eye look. I don't know what I'm going to go for today. That pink though is calling my name. I don't normally go for a pink, but that looks beautiful. I do have a few other ODEN'S reviews if you want to see those, and the mystery box, whatever it was. The whole reason I've got this palette, it came in that mystery box that they released forever ago. I will leave any relevant videos linked up above, but let's zoom in and we can get into some swatches. Okay, so one last look before I ruin all of these pans by swatching them. I absolutely love the look of these. Like some of them look as if they're going to be really beautiful and like shifty. So what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3 mattes. This electric kelp shade doesn't look like it's going to be a glitter. It almost looks more like a satiny shade. Then some of these look like chunky glitters and some of them look like they're going to be more foily. So let's just start. We have got Dolphin Tail, Sunken Treasure and Electric Kelp. Okay. Okay, that yellow is calling my name. I mean, that bronze, Sunken Treasure, that looks beautiful. Honestly, that's the sort of shade that I would just put all over my lid and just have like a bronzy, warm, sort of natural, beachy, you know, all of those adjectives. I love shades like that. Then we have got Mermaid Scale. Okay, Ocean Jewel. That's like the perfect colour to match my dress. Then Smoky Pearl on the bottom row. Oh my goodness, that Smoky Pearl shade. Beautiful. These are so buttery and smooth. So all of these are shimmers. That is incredible. That Smoky Pearl shade, this one, again, would just put that all over my eye and call that a whole day. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. So then we have got Driftwood, Iridescent Pearl. Yeah, I'm wearing that one today. And then we have got Sea Spray, which is more of a topper sort of a shade. Let me do another layer of that Sea Spray because, I mean, next to Iridescent Shell, anything is going to look subpar. So then the last shade is Night Swim, which is a dark navy. Okay, these matte ones are, I mean, my skin is struggling. I am a whole struggle bus. So these mattes are ever so slightly patchy, but if I just put a second layer on the mattes, so this one, and this one are all mattes, and then yeah, like Electric Kelp isn't matte. It has a slight little bit of shimmer to it, but you can see it's not completely matte. Then we've got like foils, duochromes, then this one, Sea Spray, is more like a topper, but like these are more like foils, like they're really smooth. I absolutely love that colour story. Like that bright yellow in the middle of those more neutrally tones is just beautiful. That pink iridescent shell, like iridescent shell, it sure is. Look at the reflect on that. It's so pretty. And I am putting that shade all over my whole being. Okay, so let me let me wipe my hand before I get that all over my dress. Okay, so I already have my eye primer on, and of course my brows, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into Dolphin Tail, that first matte shade, which is the right sort of depth for what I would like to use for like a transition-y crease colour, but this is more cool toned than what I would normally use, so I have nowhere to be today, so we're just gonna play. Just going to wiggle this through my crease. I don't even know, I mean, I never know what I'm doing, just as a blanket statement, never know what I'm doing, but I don't even know what sort of shape or anything I want to go for today. We truly are making this up as we go along. Okay, so that is a couple of layers of that matte shade. It's definitely cooler than what I usually go for, more of like a neutral cool tone, but I really like the ODEN'S eye formula. I think that it's really user friendly. I'm going to just use the same brush and dip into Driftwood, which was more of like a mahogany sort of a shade, and I'm just getting a little bit of that right on the very end of the brush, and I'm just going to tap that on the outer corner and blend it in with that Dolphin Tail shade. Okay, so that's just a tiny little bit of that Driftwood shade, and I have basically blended that like into and over the top of that first more cooler shade. I do feel like that's warmed it up nicely. It's not too dark. I feel like this is still very much like a daytime amount of a smoky eye, but I really like the tone of that one. Like it's sort of deep enough and red enough that I feel like that's really complementing my eye colour, my hair colour, everything. So my initial reaction is to basically just put Smoky Pearl all over the eye, because I feel like that shade over the top of what we've got going on here would look beautiful, more of like an everyday, and then maybe the pink right on the inner corner. But then also I want to use that yellow, and also the blues look beautiful. Got so much choice, so much choice, and I don't know what to do. I do really like that Smoky Pearl shade though. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my finger. So that is Smoky Pearl, and this base is still ever so slightly tacky. It's the P. Louise base, the one that I've just been using all of the time. So just tap a little bit of this across the whole lid basically, And I'm doing my eyes first, so if there's any fallout, it doesn't matter. I feel like that is the most beautiful sort of subtle sparkle. Can you see when that's catching the light? Like, it's got so many different colours in it, but it's also just like a silvery sort of neutrally shimmer shade, but it has like an iridescence to it when it's catching the light. That's so pretty. I am struggling a little with my nails. Can't lie, they are quite long at the minute, and I get the fear every time I go to get my nails done. Like, I don't want them too short, and then I come to needing to like pack a colour onto my eyelid and I'm like, I'm jabbing my whole eyeball out. But that is that shade. I'm gonna just go in just with that same brush back into Driftwood lightly and just make sure that's nice and deep on the outer corner. I really, really like all of these shades. Like, this just feels really wearable to me, like neutral enough. So I'm just going to take a cotton pad and a bit of micellar water and clean up under there. As always, I feel like this step just elevates everything, makes it look so like neat. I love that. So just a little wipe. There is fallout, that's to be expected from like this level of glittery beautiful shimmeriness. So just quick little wipe. Okay, so that is the lid done. I don't want to like fiddle around with it too much, she says as she goes in and fiddles some more, but I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna do the rest of my face. I'm gonna change my camera battery because it's already flashing at me, and then we'll be back and I can do something under the eyes, and I will probably put that pink on the inner corner because it's me. Okay, so that is the rest of the base done, and I just wanted to finish up the eyes with you. I'm going to be using the Catrice Brush Ink Tattoo Liner Waterproof. I did a video last week, as you're seeing this, where I was ranking all of like, it was my top 10 liquid eyeliners. And I mentioned this one, and I realised I don't know if I've actually ever mentioned this liquid eyeliner on my channel, but I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to do my usual, a big black wing. And then for mascara, I'm using the very, very well loved and completely rubbed off 17 Maximum Curl mascara. I don't have a lot of life left in this, but using this one today anyway. And I'm just going to do a few healthy layers, and then we can decide what I want to do under the eyes. I really don't, probably the same as what I always do, which is the same matte colour, but I definitely want that pink on the inner corner. I've decided that's definitely what I want. Okay, so mascara done, and I'm just going to take a brush. I'm like looking in my thing, my little pot here. Do I have a brush that's not bright yellow? No, I just want a small one. So going to take that same Driftwood shade, that warmer brown, right on the end of that tiny little brush, and I'm going to wiggle that all along the lower lash line. Basic, but just a little something to finish off under the eyes and make it match what we've got on the top. And then we're gonna spice it up. We're gonna add that bright pink right onto the inner corner. I'm so excited. Oh, it looks beautiful. I'm just gonna put a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes now that I've got that Driftwood shade under the eyes. And then, do I put a little bit of eye primer on the inner corner so that that pink really sticks? Because obviously it's like, it's quite a flaky shade, but also the pigment is incredible. Like, it just looks beautiful. So I think, what am I doing? So I'm just going to take the same eye primer, which is the P. Louise base in 01. Just take the tiniest little amount of that, and I'm going to tap it into the very, very inner corner so that the pink has something really nice and sticky to grip onto, and also it's not going to fall all over my face, because you see I've already got everything else done now, so I can't wipe it away as easily. So tap that in, and then, so this is like everyday, this is my sort of everyday. Very wearable, very neutral, a beautiful sort of iridescent-y shimmer, but still fairly neutral, still a fairly neutral sort of an eye look. I'm going to take a really small brush and I'm going to dip into Iridescent Shell, and I really hope that this works well with a brush, because my fingernails are too long to get literally anywhere near. So let me shuffle up nice and close, make sure I'm in focus, and take Iridescent Shell, tap it onto that eye primer. When that's catching the light, that looks beautiful, but actually it's quite, for a pink in a corner, it's quite subtle. I was expecting that to show up a little bit more pink. I feel like I could definitely do an everyday sort of a look with that just basically all over the lid. Like, it's not so in your face that I feel like this is no longer a wearable sort of a look. I would absolutely just wear this like this with no problems at all. I really, really like that. Like, it's pink. It's a little bit out of the ordinary, but it still feels very wearable. Do I want more blush or more highlight? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Let me zoom you out. I do desperately need to put the red back in my hair. Like, bits of my hair are basically just yellow. Like, I need to colour my hair, but I am thrilled. I am absolutely thrilled with how that has turned out. Let me know what you think down below, and let me know if there's any other, like, would you like to see more of a minty blue sort of a look? I feel like I've gone quite neutral today, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting to do something a little bit more colourful, but I love how this has turned out. I would love to know what you think down below. If there's anything else that you would like to see from me, be sure to let me know. I will also say, spoiler alert, there's going to be a giveaway in my next video, so don't miss that one. You have been warned. You've been warned. All of the products for the giveaway are up on the top of this shelf. You can't see them. There's a big old pile of all of my favourite things that I'm giving away in my next video, so be sure to be here for that one. But until then, I would love to know if there's anything else that you would like to see from me. If you have made it to the very, very end of this video, please, please, please give this one a big thumbs up. It really does help me out ever so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe down below. I post at least 3 times a week, on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday, but it's always more often than that. I get so overexcited about makeup and I upload whenever I damn want, so there's always more videos than just those 3. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.